June, they were coming in. And Larry went on TV a couple times. But they didn't go out and educate financial advisors. They didn't go out and sit with individual financial advisors in Topeka, Kansas, or Seattle, Washington, and tell them this is what you do, this is how you do it. Hunter said this yesterday. He said they did 20,000 meetings last year. 20,000 meetings with financial advisors to get them. And again, they have BITW and others, but 20,000 meetings educating. And so it's not shy, because look, that number for IBIT is going to go to the moon. It's going to be the biggest one. It's going to be monstrous because the sovereign wealths and all the other people that are part of the network are going to support, King Larry et al. So yeah, it's not going to surprise me that IBIT becomes the biggest, like iShares are the biggest in everything. Fine. Fidelity isn't surprising in the sense that Fidelity, because of Abby and their great team, they have an amazing digital team led by Tom. I mean, they're awesome. They also educated their clientele, and those clients, both Bitwise's and Fidelity's clients, were ready for stuff.
Okay, so you know what? What I mean, all right. So I'm going to ask you about inflation because we just had a print here. But any other surprises, that you thought were relevant? I would love to.
Well, no, inflation was part and parcel of two of our surprises. One was on interest rates, and the second was on bonds. And look, I mean, I didn't see what the print was, but look, inflation's going down. And it's going down fast. And the only thing left in CPI that's keeping it even modestly high is rent. And rents have now fallen 7 months in a row. So, but used car prices have collapsed. They've got, to be honest, you've seen Tesla car prices. Holy crap, used car. You don't want to have to sell your Tesla. Driving it, pretty good, but don't try to sell it. But used car prices generally are down, and oil prices have collapsed, and year over year had negative impact on inflation. So I think there's going to be more talk of deflation. So one of our surprises was there's no impetus for rate cuts at all. Yet he may do that, and if he does, that's just not being talked about enough. The money supply growth, both in the US, but also globally, is contracting at the fastest rate ever.
Really?
Ever.
I didn't realize
we
that.
Just beat the 1929 print. It is literally, it's like, through the bottom, like, of the screen, like my fingers going off the screen. I mean, it's through the bottom of the graph. And and look, we needed to do that because they made a mistake in 2020, and the cult of Keltonites, they created too much money, and it went into everything. Right? We've talked about this. My home did not appreciate. My home didn't get better. It actually wore out, but the price went up because the money got less good, and so they got to fix that. And I mean, again, on the way back from Pinehurst, my wife and I stopped, and we got one sandwich to split at this amazing place called Merritt's in town that does these amazing BLTs. Senator, you were saying, so when you lose the filter, that's when you get the admissions that you got to watch. And I'm pretty sure that one's not a deep fake. Because I watched the same thing, and I actually watched it live.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, I'm watching. I just looked it up. I found it in The Hill and these other sites. So yeah, apparently this was a real interview. So
yeah, like I said, I watched it live, and I just went, "Yep, thank you. That's helpful."
Yeah, pretty wild. So going back,
like, never ask your grandparents how you look, right?
We need younger people in Congress.
We need younger people. We need younger people.
I agree.
We need Vivek. We need Vivek. I'll tell you what, I don't want to make this a political
I'm not
thing,
of a
but
that guy, to be honest.
I
He wants to defund the Department of Education. I just can't get behind that.
no, 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 no. Okay, that's
If I was a
okay. Now
single
you
issue
see.
voter, I'm an education voter.
Well,
But
now I'm never going to say anything nice about him. So he just lost me. He's such a good communicator, and he's such just to value. I mean, the asset they produce appreciates, but they don't get to hold it. They have to sell it to pay the electricity bills. So, long story short, I thought it's bad. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a rotation out of the proxies, the Bitcoin proxies, into the Bitcoin ETF. So
Mark, I'm with you.
since
with
we
you on
had that
this.
argument, I mean, and they went down what 14, 16% yesterday or 2 days ago. So where people were watching this on Saturday. So on Thursday, on the day of the ETF, they went down 14, 16%. And MicroStrategy. I mean, look, I love Michael Saylor. I love MicroStrategy. I think it's a great levered bet on Bitcoin. But the stock's gone from 720 to 530 in 2 weeks after having a great run in 23. But it is and was a proxy. Right? Yep. People couldn't own Bitcoin directly, so they owned it. And now you can own both. That's the thing. You don't have to sell. This is my old Scaramucci problem. Custody 8 out of the 11 or 7 out of the 11. That's misunderstood. And yes, there are some people selling coin to buy the ETF. Fine. But Coinbase, love it. And Circle in USDC, yeah, there's some competition with Tether and all that good stuff. And I'll throw a bone to the Sol guys. I'm nervous about Solana. I still don't believe they fixed all the bugs and stuff. But using a Solana wallet with USDC, it's like butter. I mean, it's awesome. It's super fast, super cheap. And that is a use case, a global use case, again, which Ms. Warren fears, where I can send money anywhere I want with I don't actually have to ask for freaking permission. And, and you got me on this because you invited me down to Texas and I went to permissionless and I came away with my new life motto, which is live permissionless, right? I am sick of living in the permissioned world. I'm sick of it. I changed banks. I left Bank of America and went to a local bank here just for that reason. I still have money in the bank. It's not all in Bitcoin, but I am moving increasingly to live permissionless, and that's awesome.